Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon. I'm Commander Krim, and welcome back. Mortal Kombat 1, Chaos Reigns. I do once again apologize for the sudden end to the last episode. Internet issues, the shorthand of it, so well, we're going to pick up right where we left off in that one. So we're going to be on the same chapter we ended, which was this one right here. Chapter 20, Shadow Play. I think this is where we play as Noob Saibot.
Havoc has made him odious. This must be undone. The Lin Kuei's Elder Arcanist
knows nothing of Havoc's magic. Liu Kang is your only hope. You should not have plotted against him.
You refuse to help? He's your brother.
Kuai Liang has forgotten how to honor his family.
Do not confuse pity for allegiance, Sector. I refuse to take sides.
Havoc wants his time crystals. These relics must be extracting it.
You got Red Dead Redemption? Nice.
Perhaps the process must be interrupted. Perfect.
I think I have one of them already. I've never played any of the Red Dead Redemption games. I want to, but I haven't. I think I have one of them in my library somewhere.
We must leave.
And take the Kamidogu as well.
Who's the wise guy who plastered these on here?
That would be him.
Now, Geras, we have them. Gather my minions. We go to Liu Kang's timeline.
If his soldiers can like remove their own heads during battle, how come they die if Havoc knocks their head off?
Should Liu Kang be treating him?
As a god, it is his prerogative. I would not be so forgiving.
Yeah, I noticed a parallel here between Noob Saibot and Cyber Sub-Zero in MK9. In MK9, Cyber Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero, it was Kuai Liang. Kuai Liang got turned into Cyber, and then Raiden and everybody turned Cyber Sub-Zero into a good guy.
It will not be easily mastered.
And this is kind of the same thing happening here, but this time to Bihan. The Mystic Goo.
Bihan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
While our conflict remains, its resolution must wait.
That's why Bihan and that's why Sector is so
Stop Havoc.
has so much allegiance to Bihan. Are they lovers or something?
We have his Kamidogu. That will slow him down.
Only if we keep them from him. We can assume he is already on his way.
Once in the Temple of the Elements, they will be beyond his reach.
Temple of the Elements?
Wait for you outside.
You mean like
They will
MK
accompany you
Mythology's
on the
Temple of
journey.
the Elements?
Now, Bihan, what can you tell me of your captivity?
He knows what I know. When my mind was broken, it became an open book. All my knowledge was laid bare for Havoc's inspection.
So he is aware of our defenses.
And also of the portal gateways at Ying Valley. If he recovers the Kamidoku,
He will use them to hasten capture of this timeline by projecting his chaos into all realms at once.
I should have been stronger.
Of the failings which should shame you, this is not one. Few could withstand the Titan.
Sector, are you with Liu Kang?
Yes. Why do...
Come to the entrance.
That's not good.
Havoc.
You think? Of course, the main characters survive because they have, plot armor. But the regular guys, not so much. The hell? Chaos Cyrax?
Raiding my citadel, stealing my Kamidoku.
Yeah, that's Chaos Cyrax over there.
Your warriors are
Why are they
adept at
female?
creating chaos.
So good of you to approve.
Approve! You dared to throw my plans into disarray!
The only chaos you revere is yours. You are no zealot. You are a hypocrite.
The Kamidoku are powered, and I am ready. Nothing can stop me from seizing this timeline. To me now!
Liu Kang's already drained the power of the Kamidogu. It won't work.
Dispose of them as you wish. The more painful it is, the better.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
We will spill your blood to birth eternal chaos. Be glad your deaths serve such a righteous cause.
Fight.
I find it kind of weird that Chaos, Cyrax, and Sector are females. Because the universe that Titan, what the fuck? What the hell's going on? That Titan Havoc came from is like the original timeline. Why would they be female? Okay, I gotta admit, Noob Saibot's down 2 is damn funny. He doesn't actually uppercut. He like projects his like gooey self, his like shadow gooey self for the uppercut. That's actually kind of funny.
Fight.
I have no combos with him. I don't know what I did there. Oh god. Okay, that wasn't a clean fight. I'm not very good with Noob Saibot.
Build today will be yours, not mine. If we lose, it will be due to your incompetence.
Really? Are we gonna do this?
Of course, you have no flaws.
Do not join combat unless I require it. We cannot risk losing this battle.
This is Chaos Scorpion. What? That does not look like a scorpion at all. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. You're mad.
Learn, Kuai Yang. Fight.
Damn it. That just does not look at all like a scorpion. Like, at all. Looks more like, the hell's his name? Reiko. Oh shit, please hit him. Oh, I didn't cancel out. Didn't cancel his attack. That's very injustice-like.
That is how one wins, brother.
I will bury you in a glacier of hail.
Stay there. He is mine to finish. He is able, but I will take him.
What is more important, winning this fight or protecting your ego? Shall we leave them to their quarrel? No. Let us silence it forever.
Fight.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus! Can I get a turn now? Can I play, please? No, you wouldn't dress that horribly. Okay, okay, ow. Damn it. Punishing my misses.
There is no reason your life should continue.
Beyond, wait.
Fatality. Nice. Nice.
That was entirely unhelpful. We could have pressed them for information.
I doubt either knew anything. They were underlings.
Possibly, but we will never know. We would have been better served had cooler heads prevailed.
Cooler heads because
Our
he's
goal is unchanged.
Sub-Zero.
Let
I get
us
it.
rid ourselves of havoc.
Carlos, thank you for the follow. Welcome
We
in.
will
I appreciate
gather
it.
my champions and depart for Ying Valley.
Finish him. Nice. That's a good one. That was a good one, Carlos.
Now the end begins. Kira.
You mean it has begun? Is that what you mean? Johnny Cage, king of littering. Gears is terrible. I never liked fighting Gears in MK11 or MK1.
And his allies are determined to keep things interesting. Thoughts? The more, the merrier.
Oh, shut up, Song. Roar! Yeah, okay. Nice dialogue there. Alright. So far, the only character I felt like relatively decent playing as was Cyrax and Sector. Not really much else. That's Kenshi's other half. Yeah, I know. It's Chaos Kenshi, but he's voiced by the same actor as Song from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
This is what you are meant to do. Defend Earthrealm.
I am not allowed to desire a different future.
Your desires are not at issue. It is your methods for achieving them.
Must we have this conversation right now while we're trying to defend the aforementioned Earthrealm? Can we have a political talk later and like kick the ass of Chaos Takeda?
Enough toying with them. We've a job to do.
Patience, Father.
I look forward to
You're
this.
the one who taught that death should be entertaining.
Fight.
Takeda's gonna absolutely kick my ass, I know it. I mean, I nearly got my ass kicked by Chaos Sub-Zero a minute ago. Oh, Jesus. That's my knee! I need that knee! Missed. Yeah. Can I please hit a combo? Maybe they actually get along. Chaos. Yeah, it would actually be more appropriate that they didn't get along because that now that Takeda and Kenshi got along after the events of MK11, or actually it was 10, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 10.
It needs better henchmen. Fight.
Okay, all right. I didn't know you were a Destiny 2 hunter. The swastikok? That's going some places I'm not sure about. Jesus, fuck. Oh, God! Ah, yeah, I knew it. Ah, he punished my miss, my missed uppercut. Ow. Damn.
I am entertained. Are you?
Is that supposed to be a reference to, are you not
I
entertained?
have them.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
Impressive display.
Chaos people for breakfast.
Gods.
No.
I was wondering why is Chaos Kenshi still blind? Should he be able to be able to
Stay
see?
back. I will finish this.
Well, I kind of thought the same thing,
They are mine.
but I
I
mean,
refuse to fight in your shadow.
it would make sense for Kenshi to still be blind, in my opinion, because Chaos or Titan Havoc took over the, I guess you could say, the prime universe of Mortal Kombat, right? So the Sector and Cyrax should be male, and Kenshi would still be blind. The only reason this timeline is different is because Liu Kang had Kenshi keep his vision. I did not block. And change Cyrax and Sector's genders. Or gender. Why would Titan Havoc have any reason to change change so many things in that way?
Fight.
When he just basically took over the realm. And then he just spread chaos. He didn't really have to rebuild the timeline the same way that Liu Kang did. God, I cannot find a combo with this dude. What bitch? Chaos Realm's just a bizarre world. Yeah, that's true. It's like anything that could possibly be wrong, that's what this place is.
We have him now.
Yeah, it's too easy. It was blindsided, yeah. Anytime he gets hit, he'd be considered blindsided, right? Because, you know, you can't see.
Submit to your order and abandon my triumph. You've gone mad.
What? Pot or kettle there, Havoc?
Succumb to chaos. Its beings are not meant to live that way.
Meant to? There are no sacred laws, no divine rules. I choose what is right because I hold the power.
No, you hold your arm.
Choose to bless all beings everywhere with anarchy.
He made clones of himself that keep duplicating by tearing off their limbs. Okay. I call that interesting. I'll tell you what, this DLC certainly loves its limb severing. Wait.
Now we're fighting math? I hate math.
Where the hell did they come from? Where did Ashra and Johnny Cage come from?
Indeed.
Havoc being a narcissist who knew that makes sense with all the Havocs in the arena.
Every timeline I take, it comes down to this. A battle I never lose. A battle between titans.
That's awesome.
Not this time, Havoc. This time, you battle me.
No, Bihar. Your ego is too...
Havoc filled my mind with his chaos. I have learned his thoughts, learned his combat.
Yeah, I bet you haven't.
Ah, fool. You have learned nothing. Chaos is unknowable.
You have learned nothing, as his finger of his dismembered arm points.
No way prepared to stop the pain you will endure.
Havoc is really meant to be kind of like scary, but he's coming off as almost comedic to some of the things he does. At least to me. I have a hard time believing this is the final fight, though. We're already to Havoc. I know I know this DLC is short, but we can't already be to Havoc. Of course, we don't have very many expansion characters to play at this point. You already played Sector Cyrax, Tanya, Empress Tanya, and Rain. So there can't be much else left. And I know Conan and ew. The other expansion character, the guest characters aren't in the campaign. Be funny if they were, though. He's Thanos Havoc. It's a good point. Part Thanos, part Iron Man with his like repulsor beam chest attack. That's a wake up? His self-sacrifice explosion is a wake up? Okay. I just realized Havoc's bald. Haha. That didn't kill. Oh my god. Ah. Ow. What the hell? Thank you for the captions. Oh, oh. Noob Saibotsu did some bondage.
Havoc,
Bihan, stand down.
you're not safe until he dies.
We do not know how he is joined with his timeline. Destroying him could wipe it from existence.
Now I'm gonna fight Liu
Will
Kang.
not kill innocent millions.
That is not our concern. Ours is only this.
Enough. I have had my fill of your selfishness.
Liu Kang, I will not.
Bihan, no! Not this fight!
That would be Geras.
Thank you, Geras. And you for your support.
I acted for Bihan. He would have gained nothing from his challenge.
Very well. To reward your efforts on our timeline's behalf, I will see that you are spared Empress Melina's wrath. Go. Return to the Lin Kuei.
And Bihan?
He will remain with me until he has been restored.
I will be kept apprised of his progress.
As I see fit. And Sector. Further Lin Kuei transgressions will be severely punished. As their Grand Master in Bihan's absence, you will be held responsible.
Now you're Grandmaster. Great. Meanwhile, Bihan says they're just going, can I do anything, please? No? Why did they put him in the same coffin that
Be undone.
Sindel was in when she was dead?
Though comprehending its intricacies may take years. For now, Bihan will reside at the Temple of the Elements. It is safer for all that way.
In the case of somebody like Bihan who's Sub-Zero, would cold storage be appropriate or insulting?
There is still the matter of Cyrax. She awaits your decision.
I know Harumi's thoughts, but I remain unsure.
Trust your wife, Kuai Liang. Avail yourself of her wisdom.
Oh, that's Cyrax without her armor. I wondered who the hell that was.
You came. Thank you.
I promised a decision, and I have one.
Before you share it, may I say one more time that
You fought well against Havoc. You also saved my life. But that is...
not enough. I understand.
But that is not all. I had no business judging you for believing Bihan's lies. I too was taken in. It is he, and he alone, who deserves my ire. You, however, deserve an invitation.
What can I say? Thank you, Kuai Liang.
Thank you, Grand Master.
It Okay. That's it. It seemed kind of. I mean, I get it. Havoc was the big bad of the was the big bad of the story. I get it. We beat Havoc with Noob Saibot of all people. I guess that kind of makes sense to kind of go full circle because Bihan was trying to train Cyrax and Sector and essentially be the bad guy, and then we get to beat him with, I don't know, that was just, I don't know, man. I think part of the reason why it seems lacking is because we didn't have the final bosses of the story modes for MK haven't really been like to the level of Shao Kahn or even Shinnok in 10. And even to some extent, Kronika in 11. We had, in MK1, our story final bosses were Shang Tsung. That's it. I mean, yeah, he was teamed. It was the Deadly Alliance with Quan Chi, but it was primarily Shang Tsung, and then Havoc. And that's it. We didn't really have like an intimidating hard boss fight like Shao Kahn or Shinnok in 9 and 10. And I think that's what kind of makes this feel empty, anticlimactic, unsatisfying, because it just wasn't like I was just fighting another dude. I mean, Havoc wasn't a difficult fight. It's not like, again, I keep bringing up Shao Kahn. I feel is the standard for boss fight fights in Mortal Kombat. I mean, think about the two fights, at least two fights that you do in MK9. You have the end of the MK2 story when you fight him as Liu Kang, and then the end of the MK3 story when he invades Earthrealm and you fight him as Raiden. Both those fights are damn difficult. And he hits harder, he has a larger health pool, and he has a little more defense, so it's harder to kill him, and he hits harder. So when he gets a combo, he does like 50% damage, right? You don't really have that after that. I mean, to an extent, again, you sort of have it with Shinnok when he goes to in his corrupted form at the end of MK10 when you fight him with Cassie Cage, but after that, even Kronika, I don't really feel was that much of an intimidating boss fight. It was more of a throwback to a sort of Shang Tsung from original MK1, because after you do enough damage to Kronika, she disappears and brings in a random enemy or a random other character that has a very tiny health pool that you can beat in a few hits, and then Kronika comes back again. That's. I can't blame the story. I think the story was pretty good. It does flow well into the fights, like pretty much they've done since MK9. All the fights seem like they led into them properly. It didn't seem like it wasn't like MK versus DC. Oh, I don't like you. We must fight. I'm enraged. Oh, fight. That's how MKDC was. 9, 10, 11, and 1. All the fights had a good, decent lead up to it, and I agree with that. But it just, the endings felt missing because of the lack of a true boss. That's how I feel anyway. I think Tanya will be the new Shujinko, since this one is basically Deadly Alliance. With Tanya talking to dragons, Onaga could make her deceitful again. I kind of do wonder, like, where, when we saw, I did think about, I didn't say it out loud, but when we saw the dragon and Tanya talk to it, it did kind of make me go, I wonder if there's like at least, if nothing else, a loose reference to Onaga there with the dragon, because Onaga was the Dragon King, and we also had the Kamidogu in this game as a predominant plot device, which was a major part of Onaga's story back in Deception. So it kind of does feel like maybe in the next story we might see, if not Onaga, something similar to Onaga, or maybe the next story will have some characters that are loyal to Onaga, are working to recover the Kamidogu from Liu Kang, and possibly even use the dragon that Tanya talked to create Onaga, and then we'll have our next actual, like, somewhat threatening boss that's actually, a difficult fight to have, because it's, Onaga, an actual, like, true boss. I don't know. I'm left wanting after this DLC. Honestly, I am. I don't know if anybody else felt the same way when they played, but I felt like it feels empty. I mean, I sort of felt the same after we beat Shang Tsung in MK1. I don't know. I don't really have an explanation for it, but I mean, outside of the boss, I think the story was good. I like how it followed the same kind of pattern as vanilla MK1, with how Liu Kang rebuilt his timeline, and everybody kind of started their origins over again. But despite the differences that were supposed to happen, they still ended up having the same things happen to them again in the new timeline. Like, Kenshi wasn't supposed to get blinded, but he did, and he still gets Sento. Sub-Zero's brother, got the scar over his eye, just like he did in the original MK timeline. It seems like the more they try that Liu Kang tried to have his timeline, the events unfold differently. They still unfolded the same way, even if they were the events that led up to them were different. The end result was still the same, and kind of the same thing happened here. Bihan ended up becoming Noob Saibot. Difference being in the prime timeline, if you'll allow me the phrase, Bihan was killed by Scorpion, and Quan Chi revived him as Noob Saibot. Here, Havoc just filled his mind with chaos energy and twisted him into the Noob Saibot that we know. So, I mean, again, the events that led up to Bihan becoming Noob Saibot were different, but in the end, Bihan is still Noob Saibot. Now, they have left a lot of the, that person's name starts with poop. They still have an open thread there for story, because they didn't kill Bihan. They did put him in some sort of, like, container. So in a future story or something, there is a way they could get Bihan back out, either as Sub-Zero again, because at this point there is no Sub-Zero anymore. Now there is no Sub-Zero in the story, so that's the reason why they probably didn't kill him off in any way, because now there is no Sub-Zero. Because Bihan and Kuai Liang were both Sub-Zero. Bihan became Noob Saibot, Kuai Liang became Scorpion. And, that would be like when they dropped Liu Kang out of the story for a while. It wasn't really received well, because he's like the main character. He's like the main hero of Mortal Kombat. If you take out one of the primary iconic characters of Mortal Kombat, there's something going to be missing, and that's the case with Sub-Zero. They're going to find some way to bring bring him back as Sub-Zero in some way in the future. So that could be whatever the next story is. I doubt they would do another story pack. I seriously doubt it. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but we have only seen this happen, this story DLC only happened one other time, and that was in MK11. So we don't really have a lot of like precedent to follow here. But if they don't make DLC, that's just plain zero. If they don't make another DLC, a story DLC for MK1, then their next option is going to be making another game, and that's going to be much farther out than making a DLC. That's just my my thoughts on it. But the fact they also didn't straight up kill Havoc either, I was kind of surprised we didn't have another fight with. That would have been an interesting way to conclude it. Instead of having to fight Havoc as the final fight with Noob, it would have been a little better if Noob had actually faced off with Liu Kang. It would have been kind of a Injustice 2 sort of ending where you have Batman and Superman already had their qualms with each other, but then they had to work together to fight the mutual bad guy, which was Brainiac, and then once he was defeated, they went back to their squabble. Kind of the same thing, just with a little less drama to it, with the differences in Noob Saibot and Liu Kang's mindset. They didn't care for their own particular goals, but they had a common enemy to work against, which was Havoc. Once they defeated Havoc, then they go back to facing off with each other. I think that would have been a little bit better of an ending for Noob versus Liu Kang. And then maybe after that, then Garrus could step in and freeze Noob Saibot before he deals a killing blow to Liu Kang, and then you can have the story end the same way. But I think that would have been a better final fight than Havoc, honestly. Because at least it would have been, I mean, granted, Havoc was still a Titan, but it just felt like it wasn't a dangerous Titan, It seems like the power levels of the different ranks of people were sort of also skewed as well. In the vanilla story of MK1, the only reason you were able to fight so many other people as you ascended the pyramid in the last chapter is the fact that everybody is a Titan. Everybody in the story was a Titan. So their power levels were equal. At this point, the only Titans were Havoc and Liu Kang. Everybody else was a regular fighter. Am I right on this, or am I missing a plot point? But I believe everybody else was a normal fighter. So even while Noob Saibot, while infused with the thoughts and mind of a chaos, Titan like Havoc, still shouldn't have been able to stand up to it. Liu Kang, yes, because he's a Titan. I don't know. I just feel like there's either that or Titan Havoc was not as strong as maybe Liu Kang for some reason. Like the Titan powers he obtained weren't as good. He just somehow wasn't as strong for whatever reason. But let's reach the end of the credits here. Is there anything after the credits? Nope. You defended the new era from Havoc, but your adventure has just begun. Actually, no, it hasn't. Invasions will take you on a single layer journey across the realms. No. No, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Okay. So that's going to do it for MK1 Chaos Reigns. Well, every 5 years. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, Chris. That's going to do it for MK1. Don't go anywhere on the Twitch chat YouTube side. We're not the Twitch chat YouTube side. Wow. On the Twitch side, don't go anywhere. We're going to jump into something else in just a second. But let me say goodbye to YouTube first, as we call it here, because we beat Chaos Reigns. I again apologize for this video being so short in comparison to the first one. I would have done that all in one, the first part all in one video, if my internet had decided not to be havoc, not to be chaotic. I'm funny! Anyway, thank you all for coming out, and I will see you all in the next one. Say goodbye to YouTube, everybody. I'll see you later.